This is the second in our series, taking the heart and hope of Christmas into the new year. And this week we're looking at the Old and New Testaments. I want to talk about this by looking at one of the greatest movie trilogies of all time, the Back to the Future trilogy. One thing that is often highlighted when people analyse this movie is the sheer number of callbacks, foreshadowings and repeated motifs in these movies. For example, how different people use the phrase, "save the clock tower," or how one of the displays in the Biff Tannen Museum in the second film introduces Biff Mad Dog Tannen, a character that we meet in the third film. Or how Biff's bullying of George in 1955 is almost word for word the same as how he bullies him in 1985. In all, across the three movies, there are over 100 cross-references, which is one of the reasons that these movies have been called a true masterpiece. Here is a visual representation of all the cross-references that can be found in the Bible. In total, there are 63,779. If this was written by one person, it would surely be hailed as a work of genius. However, it was written by around 40 peoples from various backgrounds, from shepherds to kings, from priests to fishermen. It was written over a period of around 1,500 years on 3 continents and in 3 different languages. And yet, it holds together incredibly well. Imagine a medical textbook that was written across that same time frame, with gene therapies and antibiotics given the same weight and importance as balancing the 4 humours, blood, phlegm, yellow and black bile, or electroshock therapy, drinking arsenic and mercury, and treating broken limbs with amputation as standard. It would be a total mess. So, when you think about it, the Bible holds together incredibly well. It tells one unfolding story of God's relationship with humanity, centred on God's love and his purpose that was achieved through the life and death of Jesus on the cross. The only rational explanation that I can see for how well it holds together would be if indeed all Scripture is inspired by God, as it claims in 2 Timothy 3:16.